Wow, I think I could talk for a half an hour today, and I respect you guys too much for that. So I'll do my best to condense this idea down into just 6 minutes or less, I promise. I was thinking that those of you that are mothers out there, that if your child were in distress, you would go to any lengths to rescue them, wouldn't you? Uh, if you heard that your child was in a dire strait or dire situation, of course, this goes for fathers as well, but I'm going to just use the mother aspect of our being because uh, mothers definitely symbolize and represent this to the absolute fullness that, if their child was, uh, well, in big trouble, you'd go help them no matter what, and you'd rescue them immediately. And so make sure you please make sure you're muted. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, if you were in trouble, that your child were in trouble, that you would rescue, no doubt about it. You would go through any amount of difficulty to get there and do it. And so this has always begged the question, like, and it's only like the largest philosophical question in the whole universe, which is, above my pay grade, but I do ponder it, and humans have pondered it for a long time. And like, why does God allow evil? Why doesn't anybody, when they're in really dire straits, why doesn't God just rush in and rescue them immediately? Because you would. And why does God allow suffering? And so this ties into this topic this week of having all of our ducks in a row. And boy, is my cat going crazy with his little bit of tree branch. This is an interesting talk today with its distractions. I'm going to do my best to tap in to the message. And the message is that if we were to engage in some sort of inaccurate, untruthful, inharmonious behavior that led to us suffering in life, and God just rushed in instantaneously to heal us and bring us up out of it, it would essentially mean that we could act one way and produce a different life, or that we could think in one way, less than optimally, we might say, and still have things work out. And our higher power loves us too much and honors us too much to do such a thing. And by this, I mean that we have to engage in the cleaning up of our own ducks in a row, you might say. So in this 5-body model that I talked about, we all have this bliss, ecstasy, God body within us. And then we have the spirit or wisdom body. It's as if we're joined, we're one in those bodies. But as we get to these next 3 bodies, how we think, how we feel, and how we behave with our physical body, we begin to individuate. We begin to set up an individual cause and effect, an individual karma, if you will, in our life. And we're all different at that level. We all think something different. We all feel something different, and we all certainly act in some way that's different. And because we have the free will to do that, and boy, do I believe in that we do have the free will to do that. Otherwise, there's no meaning or purpose or reality to life. Because we have the free will to do that, we will feel the consequences of that. Now, this is not to say that a loving higher power won't rescue us with great rapidity when we turn it around, but it does take some time. So what's interesting is when we think about our own nature and what it is that we might be doing that causes suffering, I'm of the opinion, and you can tell me what you think and you can think about it yourself, but the primary area that goes haywire inside of us is monomaya kosha, what we think. We all have the freedom inside of our secret place, inside of our head, to engage in a particular brand, nature, and quality of thought. And if that's out of place, if it's out of whack, if we're thinking or believing or engaging in particular ways of thinking that aren't true, that are simply misaligned from truth, there will be consequences. And so, and of course, that will affect our emotional life and our physical life. So the most subtle, the most powerful area to clean up within in ourselves is what we think. And we all know that to be true. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I'm just emphasizing it both for the benefit of my friends, but certainly for my own benefit, because it's like, what's going on inside of me that's not healed? I could name a couple of things, and I'm not going to bore you with that, but the big thing that won't go away. And it's like, somehow, some way, there's something inside of myself that needs to be cleaned up. Healing is available. And if I just keep operating in faith and trust and patience, enough spiritual work will clean out whatever problem is needing to be cleaned out. And if I haven't been healed yet, it's not because God doesn't love me, so to speak. It's because God loves me so much and won't abrogate or violate my own free will to engage in the lifestyle that I choose. And so every day is an opportunity to cooperate. And with many distractions, I hope whatever I said today you might have found stimulating. If you didn't agree with it, that's fine. Figure out what you agree with and have a beautiful day. And we'll chat tomorrow. Bye-bye.